Social Security, bonus checks, or safety net checks? That's a great question and exactly what I want to focus on for you right here in the video. So let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, I do want to share with you some details I recently came across in regards to Social Security being bonus checks or possibly safety net checks and what they're now saying about this. Now, this is a pretty interesting assessment, which is why I want to bring it to your attention right here in the video and what they're saying in these articles out there. So let's get right into it. First off, really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day to help you out and of course to keep you informed of everything going on during this very busy time. Also, as long as you're right down below the video, make sure to hit the like button and of course share the video with your friends, family, and social media. So again, we can continue to help out as many people as we possibly can during this very uncertain time we're currently living through. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's talk through the details of this new information circling around talking about bonus checks or safety net checks and what they mean by all of this, because like I said, this is a very interesting way to put it and a very interesting assessment of these checks. So basically, here's what it comes down to. Actually, before I get into it, let me ask you really quickly. I would love to see your comments down below. When you get your Social Security check, do you look at it more as a bonus check or do you look at it more as a safety net check? I can assume what most people are going to say, but again, I don't want to jump to conclusions. I would love to read your comments down below if you're interested in sharing. Otherwise, that's totally okay too if you don't want to. I would just love to hear what people here in the community have to say about this. But here's what they're suggesting in this new information that's out there right now. They're basically saying that about half of the people out there that receive Social Security, 51% of people, look at Social Security as a bonus check. Meanwhile, about 40% of people look at it as a safety net check, and about 9% or so of people are undecided, okay? That's what they're suggesting with this new information and this study that was conducted, all right? So let me break down the details of this and why do 51% of people look at it as a bonus check, okay? And why do 40 to 49% of people say, well, it's a, safety net check, or we don't really know what this type of check is, right? So again, let me break down the details of this because this is actually a very interesting way to think about your Social Security check, okay? Here's what they found is that higher income individuals, as in those individuals who have a higher Social Security check, generally about $2,500 or more per month is how they're determining this. They found that those individuals that have a check from Social Security each month of about $2,500 or more generally have other sources of income. Now, it could be from a pension, it could be from annuities, it could be from a stock portfolio, it could be from dividend income, it could be from rental income, it could be from all kinds of sorts of income that are out there, okay? So they're basically finding that those individuals that have higher monthly benefits, $2,500 or more, have other sources of income, therefore helping them through their retirement and, having other sources of income. Basically, they think of their Social Security check as, well, it's just a bonus on top of all the other income that I'm getting from my portfolio income, from my pension income, from my stocks, from my dividends, from my rental income, from the pension, whatever it happens to be. They look at their Social Security check as, well, this is just a bonus. It's above and beyond. This is awesome. I'm getting a bonus check every month in addition to my other income. And they're not necessarily looking at their Social Security check as a safety net check, but like I said, they're looking at it as a bonus. Awesome, I got a bonus this month. What a cool lifestyle. I mean, seriously, what a nice place to be, right? Unfortunately, that is not the case for a lot of people. Now, let's quickly talk about the 40 to 49%. And the reason that I say 40 to 49% is because 40% of people said they look at Social Security checks as a safety net, and meanwhile, the 9% said, well, I'm kind of undecided. So I guess let's just focus on the 40% because those are the individuals that said, yes, it's actually a safety net check, and the 9%, well, they don't really know. So let's just not talk about them for right now, but let's talk about the 40%. Okay, so here's what it comes down to. Now again, they found that those individuals that have lower benefits, generally under $2,500 a month, in most instances, don't have other sources of income. If they do, maybe it's just one source of income, or maybe it's a very small other source of income during their retirement, and they look at this being, well, it's a safety net check because my other source of income that they might have, maybe it's a small amount of dividend income, maybe it's a small amount from a pension, or whatever it happens to be. There's a lot of other situations where people could have a little bit of income coming in, right? right? Well, they're looking at it and suggesting, well, Social Security is the vast majority of my income. Therefore, it's more of a safety net and it's not a bonus because I rely on this monthly income for all or the vast majority of my monthly income. Therefore, they're looking at this as more of a safety net check versus a bonus above and beyond other income that they're receiving in retirement. Interesting, right? I found this to be very interesting, okay? It's all about perception, Now, to be real though, everybody's situation is very different, right? Some people, have other sources of income and things like that, and, can look at this thinking, Social Security is great, I'll gladly take it, but it's more like, kind of the icing on the cake, the cherry on top throughout their retirement. Meanwhile, a huge percentage of the population as well, 40% are looking at it as, this is the vast majority of my income, and, this is more of a safety net. If this were to go away, if this were to, disappear, if this were to end, if this were to decline, if this were to be garnished in any way, shape, or form, it would have major implications to their lifestyle and, of course, their retirement as well, right? So, very interesting report here. I always like to find this kind of stuff and bring it to your attention right here so we can clearly see what's going on. Now, there's other information out there, and other people have talked about this, whereas higher income individuals, do they really need such big Social Security checks? And again, I've talked about that before in other dedicated videos where they've suggested that, hey, if higher income people are looking at it as a bonus check versus a safety net check and a necessity, then why are they getting $2,500, $3,000, $3,500, $4,000, $4,500 plus a month from Social Security if it's just a bonus on top, right? So now there's other ideas out there suggesting maybe we could change the way that higher income individuals are getting their Social Security checks, and maybe we could take some of that money and shuffle it to the lower income beneficiaries and kind of level this out a little bit. So that's a whole nother discussion that's out there as well. And of course, I can make a dedicated video about that because that is actually pretty interesting stuff out there and something they've talked about and, discussed a little bit further, because this would ultimately level the playing field for lower income individuals, lower income beneficiaries, and then ultimately help out with Social Security a little bit as well. So, interesting stuff. I can cover all that in a separate video. Either way, that's what I wanted to share with you here in this one. Interesting. Again, I would love to see your comments down below if you're interested in sharing, if you're comfortable in sharing. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. I'm never here to force anybody to do anything. I'm never here to tell you what to do, but rather I'm here to share the information as I find it. I'm here to keep you informed of everything going on, especially the bills package and the proposals that are out there in Congress, what lawmakers are talking about, what the administration and the president are talking about, what they want to do to reform Social Security, change the benefits, raise the benefits, adjust the COLA, increase solvency, raise taxes. The list goes on and on. Raise the full retirement age. That's another big one right now. There's a lot of things out there that they're talking about. Either way, I'd love to hear down below in the comment section. If you think it's a safety check, or safety net check, leave that down below. If you feel like it's a bonus check, I'd love to hear that as well. But I would anticipate most people are probably not saying a bonus check. That would be my anticipation anyway. Either way, I'd love to hear from you down below if you want to. If not, that's totally fine too. Otherwise, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, take care, have a good one, and catch you again later in the next video.